calling in regards to Bassett Elementary School. We've talked a lot about equity in this meeting, and it's something that Monica Garcia says is very important to her. Well, I suggest that she take a really good look at Bassett and the good work that it's doing to bring equity to those students. It has a magnet program it's beginning next year, so it's in its infancy, and it's giving kids in low-income areas a chance to learn a trade that's very important to Los Angeles in media arts. And that requires rooms that aren't occupied by a teacher with a roster, but you need green screens and you need special effects labs. You need space. And they're going to set up that program to give these kids an opportunity. They also have an award-winning robotics program, which is allowed them, students on that team to travel to other states, kids who've never been on an airplane before, to see the world, to see bigger opportunities. That robotics lab, it requires space, but it doesn't have a teacher with a roster. It has special education programs, which, help the kids who need it the most, and give them space to work with their professionals in a confidential and private setting so they can get the most out of it. But that's, again, space without a teacher and a roster. Now, the thing about a teacher with a roster is it makes it eligible for a charter school to swoop in and take that space. And in this case, Citizens of the World is going to do that. And it's going to eliminate or really hamper these programs that are giving equity to the students at Bassett. And if you really think that equity is important and think that that's what the district should stand for, then you should be standing against this co-location, especially from a charter school who consistently takes more space than they need. They owe the district almost $1 million in fees because they took more space than they needed year after year after year, and they refuse to pay that money. But yet you're going to give them more space and take away a program that works for these kids.